Hello once again, and welcome back to the channel, and welcome to episode 3 of this little series I'm doing. I loved all of the responses on the last videos, and as always, I appreciate your continued support. I also wanted to mention that if you had any operator ideas of your own, I will be doing a community operators video at some point down the line, where your ideas will be featured. All of this starts on my new Discord, where we can hang out, play Siege, and where I will be posting behind the scenes and sneak peek content for you all. So, after I left you all with Operation Earth Blood, I put out a poll on which country you guys wanted to see featured next. Greece won by a decent margin, with Iceland trailing behind by only a few votes. However, I'm a firm believer in democracy, and your votes won't ever go wasted on my watch. So the next 4 videos I will make will be from these countries in descending order of popularity, starting today with Greece in Operation TERRAN DECAY. Now, I've wasted enough time with the intro as is, so let's dive right into it. Operation TERRAN DECAY features both an attacker and a defender from Greece, both of them aligning with Team Rainbow. The attacker being in Red Hammer and the defender being in Viper Strike, if lore is your thing. In this video, I'm actually going to start with our defender, as attempting to visualize our attacker's gadget gets a little creative. Starting with our defender, Nyx, she's similar in concept to Goyo or Smoke, but brings a unique twist on the area denial niche. To put it simply, she basically has incendiary impacts. In concept, she pulls superheated needles from a device around her waist, and can throw them much like a zombie throws her kunai. These needles will only create fire when thrown into a soft surface like wood or plaster. However, this fire doesn't only damage attackers, but also burns holes in soft surfaces as it consumes it as fuel. The idea with Nyx's gadget is to provide an operator that can do area denial without having direct visual contact, something that no area denial operator can currently do. And she can also create pretty clean rotates in walls. The fire will only spread a certain distance, about the size of one standard wall reinforcement or one breach charge explosion, before sizzling out. I feel this gadget is quite balanced, as I've added a new cooldown mechanic for it, similar to Legion's mines and Azami's barriers. Lore accurately, once one needle is thrown, the gadget requires time to superheat another, so the gadget is on a one-use cooldown that stores no more than one charge at a time. This forces her to be extremely confident in where she uses her gadget, and I feel that balances out her vertical ease of use. Nyx adds to our existing roster of area denial defenders quite well, having her own set of advantages and disadvantages. Onto her weapons. I wanted to give her good close range options, as I feel she'd be played in a passive-aggressive fashion, waiting to strike when the moment presents itself. For her primaries, I gave her the Scorpion Evo, or Ella's SMG, and the M1014, or the SWAT shotgun. For her secondary, just the P229 or the Japanese pistol, nothing too crazy. For secondary gadgets, Nyx has the option between a deployable camera to ping her own vertical positions, and the proximity alarms to cover her flanks when someone attempts to roam clear her. I imagine Nyx, like all recently released defenders, would be pretty strong on release, but combined with her close-range weapon options and one-use recharge gadget, she should nestle in right beside Tachanka, Goyo, and Smoke. Okay, for this next one, I have a little bit of explaining to do. Some of you might not know the game, which is a crime in itself, but back in the day, I was a massive fan of Black Ops 2's multiplayer, and what you're seeing now is me going back and playing it in 2024. Crazy, right? Okay, so you're probably asking why, and the reason is that I was addicted to this gun, the KSG. It was so bad that sometimes I just hopped into lobbies for hours to get those sweet one-shots. While recording this, I actually played 3 to 4 games just because I forgot how great this gun felt. So, how does this connect to Siege? Meet our attacker, Atlas. Similar to Tachanka or Kali, Atlas has a gun that is integral to his gadget. If anyone is knowledgeable on how the real-life Keltec KSG works, you'll know that this baby is capable of slotting 14 shells, 7 in each magazine cylinder, which can be swapped to at will. So for Atlas, his gadget simply swaps from the standard buckshot of the gun to a highly advanced slug round ammunition. Now this is the first pump action slug shotgun in the game, but it's not just that. With just a few well-grouped shots, these slugs can punch holes in reinforced walls. Swap back to the buckshot with the primary gadget button, and you're back to close range annihilation. Atlas is practically a fusion between Buck and Maverick, and acts as a counterpick to the latter's utility, and Callie's one-shot potential. The damage profile for the slugs is similar to the Boss G, and similar to Callie's drawback being the 6x scope she's forced to run on that sniper, the KSG will not be able to equip anything higher than 1x optics. Now, I'm well aware Callie isn't a popular operator, mostly due to her sniper rifle's inconsistency, and this is an entirely fair criticism of Atlas's weapon, which is exactly why I made his gadget so versatile. I believe Atlas's high-risk primary is offset by his universally useful gadget in both team and solo scenarios. Now, onto his loadout. For primary options... oh yeah. For secondary options, we have the 5.7 or the SWAT pistol, or the CZ75, or the worst iron sights in the game. For secondary gadgets, I wanted to give Atlas a choice between frags to throw through any of the holes he makes, and smokes to cover them while they're being made. Alright, that's everything I got for Operation TERRAN DECAY. If you like this video, don't be afraid to drop a like, and maybe even subscribe if you want to see more videos like this. Also hop in the Discord. If you've got any operator ideas of your own, we have a channel in there just for it. And you might even be featured in a future video. Either way, that's all from me this time, and as always, I appreciate your time, and I will see you on the flip side.
I'm fucking autistic. I don't know how he knew I was there.
Oh, yes!